Good, YouTube? It's your boy P Bunny. So Blazers go to Sacramento's home court and get a 122-112 victory over the Kings, who were led by De'Aaron Fox, and he had 28 points on 7 of 18 from the field. He goes 3 of 5 from 3, had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and had 3 turnovers. But it just wasn't enough for the dominant performances of both Hassan Whiteside and Dame Lillard. Whiteside ended up scoring 16 points in the third quarter alone and ended up finishing with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. So it was a huge performance from him. He also was getting guys like Dwayne Dedman in foul trouble and Rashawn Holmes. And they're both guys that they rely on to stretch the floor for them. But both of them were in foul trouble, so they just didn't really see the floor as much as they would have liked to and been able to be as aggressive as they wanted to. So that's just a testament to the size and the power of a guy like Hassan Whiteside being out there. And Dame just finding them in perfect positions, and Hassan finishing. A guy like CJ, he didn't shoot it well, but he ended up finishing with 19 points tonight. He also hit some timely baskets in the fourth quarter to pretty much seal the deal. He hit a big 3. He ended up going 1 of 4 from 3. He had, 8 of 18 from the field. I think he had 3 rebounds and 2 turnovers, and I think 2 assists as well. Let's see, like for the first half, Fox, he was killing. He went for 14 points on 4 of 9 shooting, goes 3 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, and had 4 assists. Hield was also cooking. He went for 12 points on 5 of 11, went 2 of 5 from 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers. And then Bogdanovich off the bench, he ended up with 13 points on 4 of 6 shooting, goes 3 of 3 from 3, had 2 turnovers and a steal. Marvin Bagley did not play in this game and is expected to be out for 4 to 6 weeks because he tore some sort of ligament in his hand. I'm not really sure exactly how severe it is, but obviously if he's out for 4 to 6 weeks, that's pretty bad. He did have a low cast on his hand too, so that's not good news at all. Only in his second game into the season, and he was supposed to be a big part of what they were going to do. Dame in that first half, he was cooking too. He went for 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting. He, at the time, didn't hit any threes, had a rebound, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals. But like I was saying, McCollum was off, where he had 6 points on 2 of 7. But both of those shots came pretty late in that first half to tie the game at 57 apiece. Also, Anthony Simons looked a lot like how Lou Williams does when he comes off the bench tonight. And in that first half, he went for 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting, went 2 of 5 from 3, and had himself 2 rebounds and a steal. So that was an excellent performance, especially in that first half for Anthony Simons. The Kings built a nice little, I want to say 8-point lead at the time, but the Blazers used a 12-5 run to tie the game up going into half. And then, like I was saying, it's pretty much the Dame and Hassan show in that third quarter, where Dame ended up with I want to say he had 8 in that quarter, because he ended up with 35 on the night on 10 of 12 or 12 of 20 shooting. He goes 3 of 7 from 3, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, and 3 steals. So Dame was huge tonight, and also hit another logo type 3 on De'Aaron Fox. And that was a nice little matchup between those two tonight. Fox and Dame were going back and forth all night. Fox was trying to attack the basket a lot, and he he ended up going 3 of 5 from 3, so he was hitting his threes too. So general salute to Fox for stepping up. He was pretty much the only guy that was pretty much consistent all throughout the night. Like Hield tried, he finished up with 21 points on 7 of 18 shooting, but most of his damage was in that first half, as well as Bogdanovich, who was their third leading scorer on the night with 16 points on 5 of 11. He goes 4 of 6 from 3. Had that rebound, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers. Oh, and 3 steals for him. Let's see. Bazemore in that third quarter had an excellent alley-oop pass to Hassan Whiteside, who ended up finishing over Dwayne Dedmon and got a foul, and he hit the free throw. So Whiteside is just a different element that the Blazers haven't had in a long time. Also, Kent Bazemore, man, he was a terror tonight. He ended up finishing with 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Goes 1 of 3 from 3. Had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a turnover, and had 2 blocks. So he was just doing a little bit of everything tonight. Let's see. What else? So numbers on the night for the Blazers. They ended up going 46 of 85 for 54% from the field. They go 11 of 30 for 38% from three-point land, which isn't great, but definitely better than, 7 for 28 last game out. They go 19 of 22 for 86% from the free throw line. Of their 46 made baskets, they get 23 assists, which is what they need if they really want to be cooking like they were tonight. They had 39 total rebounds, only 5 offensive rebounds, 8 steals, 5 blocks, and they limited their turnovers to 16 tonight instead of, I think they had 23 or 24 last game out. So definitely taking care of the ball better in this game for sure. The Kings, they go 37 of 86 for 43% from the field. They go 15 of 37, which is a high amount of made threes, but they only shoot it at a 41% clip. So Blazers definitely closed out better on the three-point line and on the perimeter as a whole. I saw Hassan Whiteside hustling to get back on shots that the bigs were trying to take from 3. So general salute to Hassan Whiteside and his 2 games so far with the Blazers. They're going to be a very, very good team. If Nurkic comes back and is even 75% of what he was to solidify the bench, man, it's going to be very, very tough to score on the Blazers. It doesn't matter if it's going to be on the bench or in the starting 5. So I definitely look forward to seeing how this season plays out. Rodney Hood, yeah, I think he finished up with 8 points. And Zach Collins, he finished up with 9 points. And at one point, he was the only big man for the Blazers because the Kings didn't have any big men to keep out there. You know, that all of their guys that they usually go to in certain situations, they couldn't go to them because they had 5 fouls in the third quarter. And Dedmon and Rashawn Holmes, they both had 5 fouls going in, so they couldn't even use them. So Zach Collins was gobbling up rebounds, trying to finish at the rim, just looking a lot stronger at the finishing around the basket, man. I like his post moves. He's getting a lot better, a lot more confident. So general salute to Zach Collins, man. He had a great game in my opinion. But let me see. So for the Blazers, they have Dallas on Sunday at 4 p.m. So that's the next game for the Blazers. They get a day off, fly in probably tonight, be probably at the gym working out, working on the game plan of the Mavericks. Luka Doncic and Porzingis have been balling, so I definitely want to see how Whiteside matches up with Porzingis and vice versa, and then how guys like Rodney Hood and Kent Bazemore match up against Luka Doncic. And I mean, they really don't have anybody else that you really have to worry about. I mean, they might have a guy that just makes baskets or whatever, but I just don't see them as a super duper threat to, like, Doncic and Porzingis have to be healthy and they have to be producing all season for them to be able to make the playoffs, in my opinion, unless they make a move. For the Kings, they go up against Utah tomorrow, and then Utah just came off a loss, a hard-fought loss against the Lakers tonight, so a loss for the Kings. But at least the Jazz are playing better defense than the Kings are, so it's going to be hard for the Kings to get a win. They're going to have to really play well and make a lot of baskets for them to win that game, because it's going to be very tough, in my opinion. But other than that, man, general salute to the Blazers, man. Hell of a game. Defense looked a lot better, looked a lot more fluid. Players look like they understand where they're supposed to be at on certain plays, offensively and defensively. Rotations, help defense was good. I liked everything I saw. That lob pass to Hassan, it caught everybody off guard because nobody's really used to the Blazers throwing lobs like that. Not very often, you know. Like, yeah, we did it a lot to Jake Layman, but he was pretty much like our only lob guy that we had last year. So, I mean, this year we got Collins and Whiteside and Bazemore. If we really want to throw some oops to him too, because he got some springs on him too. But other than that, man, I don't have really much else to say. This is your boy P Money. This was the first road victory of the season, the first win of the season for the Blazers. So starting off this road trip real strong. Definitely looking forward to seeing how the Blazers match up with the Mavericks on Sunday. But this is your boy P Money. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to all my supporters. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm off this.